Hello everyone, and welcome to a base tour on Ark Survival Evolved. For those of you wondering, this is my private playthrough of Ark that I play with Darth Malian. You probably recognize him as Jack from the Fallout 76 roleplay. Hi, Darth.
Hello.
Don't mind my screenshots uploading. I took some screenshots a minute ago and they're uploading. Anyways, so yeah, Darth and I play Ark all the time together, and this is the base that we've built up, and it's actually sort of been a practice base for the Ark Let's Play that I do with Dink Meeker. So you'll probably recognize some of it. But anyways, this is where I test out the builds for the Let's Play, basically. Why don't we start down here at the dock, because this is where we are. So this is the same location that we have on the Let's Play, where we have our base on the Let's Play. I will show you guys the map so you can see where we are. It's where the blue arrow is, where it says me. That's where we are on the map. Okay? My other markers are for other things. There we are. Alright, so this is our dock / water pen area. This is the newest addition to our base. Actually, we just recently built this because we just recently tamed some dolphins. So we've got two so far. We had a couple more, but they were killed by megalodons.
Yeah. It's my fault.
Don't attack the alpha megalodon! What are you doing?
I'm pulling a dink.
This is our really awful looking thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Pelagornis. Darth wanted to tame this for some reason. He just sits here though because we don't ever use him for anything.
Well, he's good for fishing.
Yeah. So
He's really good on the water too.
And I'll dive under here real quick so you can see the underwater fence. This is the underwater fence that I built for our dolphins. Yeah.
And other future
other future
creatures.
aquatic creatures. We only just recently started taming aquatic creatures, so we don't have very many yet. And the dock over to the boat, which is obviously just the same as mine and Dink's boat, except ours is made out of stone. It's basically laid out exactly the same. This is our boat Lystro for when we take our creatures with us. Here's our animal holding area where we transport our dinos. I'm just showing this off for people who haven't seen my boat build video. I have a video on how to build this boat if you would like to watch that. I'll link it down below. Okie dokie. That is the dock. And that tall contraption over there is our RG taming trap thingy, pen. I also have a video on how to make one of those if you would like to watch that. So here's our main base. We've got two large barns where we keep all of our dinos, plus a house. And you probably recognize this house from mine and Dink's playthrough if you've watched that. This is very similar. It has a couple differences in that mine and Dink's doesn't have a central column right here in the middle. And also, we added a room upstairs that mine and Dink's doesn't have. It's a bathroom. And, but we got the garden on the side. Me and Dink, as of the recording of this video, haven't made a garden yet, but this is what I wanted to do for it. And so, there it is. Also, me and Dink put our house in a slightly different location. We put ours actually where the first barn is. Right there. So, our house is in a slightly different location. Anyways. Here's one of our monkeys. We've got a few. They're scattered around. Got some storage and
Just
cooking.
kind of threw them wherever.
Yep, just wherever. And if you're wondering,
Literally.
if you're wondering about our dinosaurs or creatures' names, all of them except one are named after characters from Star Wars.
Oh, no, there's a couple that aren't. I think
Really?
you named one of the monkeys.
True. So two. There's two. Two that aren't named after Star Wars characters. We're both big Star Wars fans, so there you go. Anyway, we painted our house, so you'll notice that Dink and I have not painted ours yet, and we also painted the furniture, and I have it laid out the same as Dink's and mine. Actually, I made this house first, so basically I laid out mine and Dink's house the same as this one. But this is a little bit more advanced looking because of it's all painted and stuff. And upstairs, it's a similar layout as well, only we have a little more furniture, plus we have a bathroom on the side here with a toilet. So that is something I have not put on my Dink's house yet. Okie dokie. So, I don't have a video on how to build anything else that you'll see here. Although you can see me build some of the house in the Let's Play, I don't have a video of the whole thing. Although this house is based on a build by Aaron Longstaff, so you can just go to his channel and find that. I did alter it a little bit, so it's a little bit different than his. But anyway, the barn is... I actually built a barn similar to these. These are slightly different. This one's a little bit smaller. That one's a little bit bigger. I built a barn similar to these a long time ago when I was playing Ark originally, before I started my channel. And so I was trying to recreate that again, with a little bit of Aaron Longstaff's barn added in there, just for inspiration. But we definitely changed it from his. Oh, before I go in the barn and look at everything in there, this is our tiny little shop that we're going to expand, because we don't like how small it is. It's got our fabricator in here and some extra storage boxes, but it's too small. We're wanting to get some other large machinery now, and we just don't have room for them. So I'm going to be expanding this probably out this direction. It's kind of hillier, so we can't really expand it too much, but we'll try. Can always make it 2 stories, though, I suppose.
Could. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. So the first barn has all our small dinos in it. This is the smaller one. So we've got our raptors. This raptor is mine, and this raptor is mine. Kit and Ray. And then Darth has this skeletal one, and this one. And we've got a Lystro position. We got Lystros positioned every few stalls so that, you know, everybody gets the buff. We've got a Packy right here that Darth tamed for some reason, just to do it, just because.
That just happened to pick him up on my RG and said, "Yep, I'm going to tame you now."
These are our chitin collectors, Jabba and Gardula. They're named after Hutts from Star Wars.
They cementing paste.
Cementing paste.
Kite.
That's what I meant. Yeah, cementing paste. We don't really use them anymore ever since we got snails, but back before we got snails, they were our main cementing paste collectors.
They still jump really high,
Yeah.
which is fun.
Here's another one of our monkeys. Filth Muck Buck.
Yep.
And our poop machine. And our 2 whatever these are called. What were these called?
Those chops.
Most chops. We used them at the beginning, back when we were just starting out, and we don't really use them anymore. But here they are. Oh, my horse that I still haven't named. I tamed her quite some time ago, but I just can't think of a name for her from Star Wars anyways.
I haven't named our Ovis either.
No, we've got a couple Ovis.
Nope, kitten.
They can't carry anything. Anyway, this one is mine. This one's Darth's. So we got a pair of them because we're gonna. Oh, there's an egg lying there.
An Archaeopteryx egg. What?
Must have
So fell through.
fell through the floor. We have a few empty stalls.
Okay.
Because, well, expansion, you know? We have room for more dinosaurs for the future. And then we have a loft. We keep all of our flying dinos and other really tiny ones up here. Mostly flying dinos, but some non-flying ones. This is our Dimorphodon flock that we use to attack beehives so that we can tame the bee. We just got this compy. We've just started collecting compies so that we can have a little bit of a compy egg farm. We've got a couple penguins so that we can breed them and get the what's it called? The
organic polymer.
The organic polymer from their babies. We also have a couple Archaeopteryx.
Named them either.
No, we haven't. We also have a couple Archaeopteryxes, because they're cool, but they're not cool enough, so they just sit up here.
Yeah, they were not as cool as we thought they would be.
If you didn't look so silly when you're holding them, they would be cool, but you have to hold them up above your head, their wings spread out, and...
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah. That's how you walk around with them. But they're cool because you can jump up and you... Here, jump and show them. Show them what you can do. They carry you for a time. You fall very slowly, so you can actually jump off of high places without falling. And if you have one while you're riding a mount, like a flying mount, you can actually dismount. Like if your flyer runs out of stamina, you can actually dismount with an Archaeopteryx, float next to your flyer, and they will regain stamina if you're not on them, and then you can just get back on again. You don't have to ever land, but they just look too stupid. Anyway.
It also looks really, really terrible when you're flying and holding one, because you're sitting there holding your arms above your head while you're flying on your mount, and it just looks weird.
Yeah. Here's our dodo egg farm. Looks like we've got quite a bit of eggs right now. Pick those up. These ones down here are males, and all of those ones are females. And they're on the ramp, so their eggs are rolled down to the bottom, and it's a lot easier to collect them that way. So that is our little upper area in the small barn. Keeping them inside the barn really helps with frame rate, by the way, because when you're outside with the barn door closed and everything, it hides the animals from your... They don't have to be rendered, so the game just... the performance is just a lot better. That's why we built barns.
Yep.
And this is the large barn, where we keep our large dinos. Or relatively large. I guess medium dinos. Large ones can't actually fit in there, but
well, the ones that couldn't, they were too big to fit in the small stalls of the small barn.
Yeah, this one has the tall wide dinos, but big ones like the mammoth can't actually fit in there because they need a behemoth gate like that one on the wall there.
I really wanted a mammoth.
They're really good for harvesting wood. They can harvest a ton of wood, but they can also carry a ton of wood.
Yep.
Because they reduce the weight of wood in their inventory.
She was such a pain to get here.
By whatever, I know. She didn't fit in the boat because we don't have a behemoth gate on our boat. And so we had
to dismantle most of it.
So we had to dismantle the back of our boat so she'd fit in there. But we got her back. Anyways, let's go inside the big barn. So in the big barn, we've got our Therizzinosauruses. This one's Darth's. Grand Emulthron. And this one's mine. And Moldala. And, these are our,
Guanodons.
Guanodons. We've got 2 of those. They were our earlier... Actually, we still kind of collect berries with them, don't we?
Yeah.
We don't ride them as much as we used to. We've got 2 Ankies. So we have kind of 2 of our main dinos because we each want to use one. So we got 2 Ankies. And we have 2 Iguanodons, 2 Therazinos, 2... whatever these ones are called. I forgot. I'm really, really good with the names today, aren't I?
Parasaurs. Tell.
Parasaurs, yes. These were our first dinos. We have 2 Dodex. And we leveled
gigantic saddles.
I know. We leveled all these guys right before we started recording, and they're all leveling again
We did.
already. And this is our Dimetrodon egg hatcher dude. He hatches our eggs because they're
Well, he will.
he will. So we start hatching eggs. We just haven't even bothered to start yet. We're too busy doing everything else, I guess. So Dimetrodons are good for incubating eggs, I guess you could say. They serve the same purpose as a air conditioner or a campfire, whatever. So, or so they say. We have yet to test him in that regard. And so then upstairs in this barn we have our large flyer mounts. So we have our RGs and our Pteranodons.
Oh, she laid an egg.
And she did. So this is Darth's, Boba Fett. This is mine, Shada. And this is an extra one that we kind of accidentally tamed or something. I don't remember how
We
we got
tamed it, and then we tried to let it go, and then we went back, and it was still just sitting where we left it. We released it, I think.
We unclaimed it, but it didn't.
Yeah, we unclaimed it.
That doesn't make them not wild. It doesn't make them wild again. It just makes it so nobody owns it. And these are our first
He
2.
just sat there on the beach where we left him.
Yeah. So we just decided to bring him home. We don't use it much, but anyway. He's a little lower level than our main ones. So those are our large flyers, and we keep this area pretty empty so that we can actually maneuver them around in here without getting stuck on everything. And that is the large barn. And we have a few empty stalls in here too for, expansion purposes. And then this is our apiary / greenhouse. So we've got / snail pen. Oh look, one of them's trying to get out.
What are you doing?
This is where we keep our beehives and our more garden stuff. It's also where we keep our snails. This is based on a Aaron Longstaff video where he kept his apiary. This is an apiary he made, except he didn't put plants in it or snails. He just had it as a place to put beehives. But I decided that it would be really good to have just our plants on the outside all along. Otherwise, it's just a kind of a waste of space if you're not going to actually utilize this area back here, I thought. So we've got lots of plants back here. Plus we have lots of snails, and these guys are good for, they produce Achatina paste, which is the same as cementing paste. They also produce some organic polymer, only not nearly enough. And
One of them's got some.
what?
One of them should have quite a bit. Oh, there it is, that one.
So we've got 3 beehives so far, but we're planning on getting a couple more. We want to have one on each corner. So, yeah. So you need beehives in order to keep snails because their food requires honey as an ingredient. And it's just extremely hard to get honey if you don't just have beehives on hand. So.
Yep.
I think it might be raining. No?
Just
Yes.
foggy.
No, it's
Oh,
raining.
it is raining. Okay.
Of course it is! Anyway.
Yep. Of course.
We've got a few water, things around for... I don't actually have any irrigation coming from the ocean because it's a long way and I just haven't bothered to do it. I probably will someday. But for now, the water tanks work pretty good. We have one for this greenhouse and we have one up by the house for the garden up there. And that's pretty much all we've needed. We don't usually go... I mean, it rains often enough to refill them when they need it, so... And then this is just a little taming pen that we keep out here. We just drop dinos in there if we need to tame something relatively small.
We've done a couple.
Yeah. And this wall, which you can't even see now because it's raining so hard, goes the entire perimeter of our place, and it has a couple doors. It's got a door back here somewhere. It's hard to see. But it's got it's got a behemoth door there so that we can get our mammoth out, and the other 2 doors are just regular. We've got one here so we can go back into the woods from here. Harvest trees and whatnot. And then we've got another one down on the way far side of the beach, way over there. It goes from one side of the beach and around to the other side of the beach. So there's the
A lot of stone.
Yeah. But there's a lot of stone around here in the woods, so that was good. There's our other water tank. So, you know, it rains at least once a day, sometimes more often, so it fills the water tanks up. They stay pretty full. I think there's only been a couple times where we had sort of a drought and they dried out, and we had to, like, actually put water in them. But it was alright. So that is basically our base, as it is for now. We're always building it up and adding new stuff. This water pen we just added a few weeks ago, so we actually haven't played for a while. Been too busy doing other stuff, so we actually haven't played with this water pen in our game yet. Not really, but maybe once since we built it, so it's really, really new. Anyways, that's it, isn't it? That's it. Yep. So,
yeah, I don't think we've taken the dolphins out from the water pen yet.
Not since we built it. Yeah. But we were planning on getting some sharks, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we can get a Basilosaurus to clear out all the jellyfish from our area.
That would be good.
There's a lot of jellyfish right out in these waters, and
oh, good, the rain stopped.
yeah. Darth's already died a few times from the jellyfish.
Yep. I don't like those things.
No, they're nasty. Alright, well, you guys. So, I don't know if mine and Dink's base is going to look like this one eventually. It might. Since we put the house in this slightly different spot, it's more like where that red barn is there, the first barn. There might not be room for 2 barns further down. But, you know, it's sort of been just a practice run for the Let's Play. And, anyway. I really like it. I really like this space. I think it looks nice.
Too.
Yeah. So, leave comments down below on, what you think. And we'll see you. Well, I'll see you in the Let's Play. And anyway, I just made this video because so many of you guys asked for a tour of it, because I mention it occasionally in the Let's Play, and everybody's like, I want to see this base you keep talking about. So I thought I'd just go ahead and do it. So hope you enjoyed it, you guys, and we'll see you later. Alright, until then, remember to play safe, play nice, and have fun. Bye.
Hey guys.